Today, we're going to talk about hypnosis. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can about how hypnosis works, the entire process. Keep in mind, it's a process that is literally impossible to explain through words, but we're going to do the best we can. First, we're going to start with an overview. The idea behind hypnosis, and a way to think of it, is kind of as a surgery for the mind. It's a way to alter certain traits, certain habits that you would like to change, to either create new positive habits or to eliminate bad habits. That's the context that we're talking about hypnosis now. As an overview, the way hypnosis works and the reason it works is because of a quirky loophole, which is that your body, your nervous system, cannot tell the difference between a real event and an imagined event. That's very important. I'm going to repeat it. Your body cannot tell the difference between a real event and an imagined event. So why is that? What does that mean, first of all? It means that if you thought certain thoughts, if you wanted to make yourself feel terrible right now, you could imagine certain things and you would actually start to sweat and get scared. Same with positive. The thoughts, positive emotions. You could think of a happy memory and immediately start to be positive. Okay, that's the loophole. That's what we're using, and that's the reason why when hypnosis, when done properly, will work. However, we use this quirk, this loophole to our advantage, which is, in hypnosis, we get an experience, we create an experience that we would like to have. It's not real, it's artificial. But the body believes it is real. Now, when done properly. So when done properly, the body is having an experience that is positive, that is ideal, that you want to have, a new habit, a new trait, any kind of new process in your life, a new procedure in your life. And your body believes it is real. It's very important because most of the times, both for the negative or positive, traumatic experiences, positive experiences shape us. So what we're doing here is we're creating an experience that is artificial but is interpreted as being real. Okay, that's the overview. That's why it works. Let's go over how the entire process works and how it works online, which is a little bit different. The process is the same, but online there are some unique issues. By the way, online hypnosis, you might be asking, is that possible? It is possible. In fact, it works, in my experience, as well, I would actually say better in many instances than face-to-face. And how could that be? This actually puzzled me. I could not figure out why I was getting better results with clients online than in person. And when I finally figured it out, it made total sense, which is most people are interested in hypnosis. Most people want to try hypnosis, but they're a little scared. They've never done it before. They're scared they're going to go under trance, and they've seen a lot of movies where people walk around like this. So when it's done in the privacy of your own home, your office, a place where you're familiar with, and you're alone or with family or friends or whatever, well, you feel safer, right? And because you feel safer, you're going to be more relaxed. Because you're more relaxed, that whole kind of nervous tension is gone. We understand what hypnosis is. We understand what hypnosis is as an overview. If you were to break it down into steps, I would say the three main steps are the induction. That's when you kind of go into trance, into the alpha state, the hypnotic state. There's the programming state. This is where you're inputting in whatever experience, whatever information you want to have. And then there's the awakening state, where you come back to consciousness with your new programming. All right? 3 states. Induction into trance, the programming, and the awakening state. Before any of that happens, there is an interview process between the hypnotist and you where you find out exactly what you want to accomplish. There's also a post state, which is more for reinforcements, because once you've had that experience, well, now you've had the positive experience. Now you've stopped smoking or stopped eating chocolate or whatever it is, whatever the situation is. I'm going to group those all together for now as programming. But after you've had that and you're back, you reinforce it day to day. I would say reinforcement period is usually about 10 days. And that just is consciously keeping track of what happens afterwards, which is as simple as a text, really, a text or WhatsApp, some kind of communication. All right, so you have the 3 steps, you have the pre-step and the post-step. Let's dive a little bit deeper into each one of those. The induction. The induction is probably something that you've seen on TV or movies or what have you. It's not so different from when you go under meditation at the beginning. It is my job to use words to bring you into the hypnotic state, to slow down your brain waves, to reach what is known as, to slow down your thinking until you reach the alpha state, where you're going to be conscious, you're going to be understanding everything, you're still going to be in control of your faculties, but you just won't want to do anything. You'll just want to lie down, extremely relaxed, and take in what's happening. It's not different from sometimes when you wake up and you're awake, but you don't want to move. You're in that state between fully conscious and the sleep state. It's kind of like that. You're not going to do anything you don't want to do. I won't have control of you in that way or anything like that. How you achieve the trance state it usually takes, it can vary, but usually a safe estimate is 10 to 15 minutes, could be 20 minutes, could be 5 minutes. And that depends on the person. You have to understand, hypnosis is not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's a type of thing that is a dance. It is very important to have a relationship with a hypnotist that you, of course, trust, that you are confident in, and that speaks your language, that speaks, I don't mean your actual language, which of course you need, and I can tell you that as having lots of experience from working in different language with hypnosis, but actually who you just kind of connect with. And one nice thing about these videos and about the internet in general, you can kind of sense a person's personality, sense how your kind of rapport with the person through the videos to some extent. And that also takes place in the pre-interview process. So, the induction state, you're probably going to be sitting in your chair, you're going to be sitting in a comfortable place at home. I'll talk to you. This kind of conversation, you'll close your eyes, right? You'll relax, and my words will bring you into trance. When you're in the trance state, I'll bring you out, I'll say how you feel, everything's fine, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be very comfortable, right? You're going to want to go back in there. When you go back into the trance state, because by the way I should explain, the way I do this is I'll bring you in, I still come bring you out, I'll say, how do you feel? Feel good? Everything okay? And then, trying to hone things as for a unique experience for you, which it is. Every trance is different, every hypnotic session is different. The second stage, the programming stage, is really as a hypnotist where we separate the men from the boys. My ability to paint the proper picture, to give you the proper experience, will call upon a variety of techniques depending on what needs to happen. It could be something like a story. It could be something like a creative visualization. It could be something tailor-made for you. It can be something that uses specific elements for what you're trying to accomplish. It could sound like a story, it could sound like a creative visualization. This process is a little difficult to explain because this is where I have to create a vivid experience for you that you interpret as being real. And that depends on my pre-interview with you, my conversation with you, understanding what we want to accomplish. But this is where I'll use all sorts of techniques while you're listening to me to create that experience. The third part is the awakening part. Is a part where you gently come back from the experience. I ask you how you feel, if everything is good, if you felt the experience was strong enough and vivid enough that you felt it. Then we move to more of a reinforcement, maybe repeat the process. If for some reason it was not the right experience, if it was not the right way of reaching the subconscious for you, we choose a different way. So that part is hard to estimate the timing for. The entire process of hypnosis, usually I say between 1 to 3 hours. 1 to 3 hours usually. And this part is kind of the meat of it. So if you're going to trance in 15, 20 minutes, we might spend 45 minutes going through all the possibilities. We want to engage the emotions. We want to engage the thoughts. We want to bring back certain memories. We want to create the experience so that your body feels it. That creates the neural pathway. That creates the experience that is so palpable, it becomes real. The awakening is very gently coming back. When you're back, we'll talk. How do you feel? What would you like to change, if anything? Can we try it a different way? We go back. We'll keep on doing it until you kind of have the right experience. Sometimes the very first experience, you're like, I feel great. If not, we go back a few times. We try different techniques. In this sense, it's a little bit like cooking a little bit, in the sense that, you'll try different ingredients, you'll see how it works. Same thing, we'll try different techniques until you get the experience that we're looking for. Once we get that experience, we reinforce it. We do it again, we do it deeper. And the comfort level is greater now, of course, because there's not the fear of the unknown. Some questions you'll get a lot: can I stop eating? Can I stop smoking? Can I stop what have you? Every case is different. At the end of this video, I have a few questions that will let me specifically answer if I can do whatever it is you need. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But in general, let's say a question like, can I stop eating so much? That's not going to work out so well because it's not specific. Now, if you start telling me, hey, I'm eating too much chocolate, that's better. That's better than I'm eating too much, I'm eating too much chocolate. Even better than that, I'm eating too many chocolate cupcakes with the rainbow sprinkles on top. Because now we have something very specific. We have something very measurable. So what I recommend for most people is pick out the one thing that you want to stop doing that will have the greatest impact on everything in your life. It's too general to say, I want to stop eating. I want to stop eating bacon cheeseburgers. Well, that's something more specific. That's something we can work with. Every case is different. I'll ask you a few questions. We'll go back and forth. So that is kind of a case-by-case kind of a thing, but we know very quickly we exchange information. The percentages. These are rough percentages. I would say for about 30% of people, hypnosis works. One session, and they can stop whatever it is. Now it depends how long have they done it for. Somebody who smoked 25 years may be more difficult than somebody who smoked for 1 month. Maybe, not always, by the way. So 30%, it works. I would say about 45%, it doesn't work. The other 25% stop for a period of time, and then they start again. But for me, I consider that kind of a success, because if you need to stop eating and it could save your life, and you do a hypnotic session and you stop for 6 months or even for 3 months, you could always do another session and stop for another 3 months. So it depends how you categorize that, but roughly 30, 45%, 25%. Another question that happens a lot: what happens if we're online and the connection cuts off? Will I be lost in trance forever? No, not at all. You'll sleep, you'll wake up in a few minutes, you'll feel great, and we'll reestablish connection. That doesn't happen so often, the way things are today. We can do it not only via WhatsApp or Skype, we can also do it via phone. Via phone actually will work very well, but I prefer being able to see you, to kind of monitor you. And by the way, you have to understand, at the very beginning of the session, pretty much you're going to relax and have your eyes closed. So you're going to need a very good connection in the sense of being able to hear me, right? You're going to need, so that depends on the situation, but these days it's not really so much of an issue. Hypnosis is rapidly becoming my main focus because you get to help people. It's something that I find is very necessary, and it's something I enjoy doing. So it is a topic. It is a topic where there's a lot of mystery. A lot of people have weird ideas about it. So part of what I would like to do is to demystify things so you understand things better. If you're interested in finding out if hypnosis might work to help you, contact me. There's a list of questions here. Kind of answer the questions, and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know. And if it can do it, great. If it can't do it, I'll tell you also.